at the end of the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, he tells them, all belong to you, and you to Christ, and Christ to God. You all belong to you. So you are possessed of everything. And then we, through us, all creation to God, to Christ. If we take that as our theme for the reading the Gospel, we come here where Jesus is at the Lake of Gennesaret, and it's the same lake, it's the same lake, except that it is pointing that spot towards Capernaum and Malta. And it's just that special, because there is a valley of Gennesaret, and there's the valley that leads you towards all the way into Nazareth. So that's the Lake of Gennesaret. So it's the same lake but that's the only lake around there anyway. And then Jesus is teaching there. He's proclaiming the good word. In other words, he's casting the word out there in order to have a great catch. And so we usually don't think of connecting what Jesus is doing and then the great catch of fish here with the apostles. And so the apostles then go through a great sense of conversion and change and admiration of all this miraculous catch. And then, but we can connect it precisely to what Jesus is already preaching and teaching. And of course, he's the one who's doing all the work. He's the one who's preaching. He's the one who is healing. He's the one who's doing everything, and even directing Peter to go in and fish again. And of course he says, we already tried and we had no luck, you know. But you know, here's a carpenter from Nazareth. He's teaching fishermen how to fish. He beats them to their own trade. Isn't that something? But anyway, he also helps them understand their new calling as disciples, as fisher of men and women of the whole humanity. So again, the Lord is the one who is preparing then the whole world, the field, for all this, and we are just his co-workers. And if we just simply follow and don't worry that this great catch is is not our doing, it is His doing. And you're trying to say something, Sister Lali. Yeah.
I just have two thoughts. And the first one, when you first spoke at the very beginning, that we have everything in Christ, reminds me of one of the mottos of the Placido movement is con Christo todo, sin Cristo nada. And that's such a beautiful attitude. The other is, I was reminded of Paul's words when he says, God's work in us can do immeasurably, immensely more than we can imagine. God's work in us. It's not without us, but with us, in us.
And so we follow his example of bringing in Jesus as part of the preaching and all that, part of the catch and part of it. We're all part of this. It's all